Wow. Picture this as a plant identifier app that has made $17 million just in the past 2 months and nearly $500 million over its lifetime. Look at this. One day, June 7th, they made an estimated $800,000 in a single day. And look at this, $475 million over its lifetime revenue. These plant identifier apps can be a hit, and PictureThis is one of the biggest. So we must be able to learn something from an app doing $17 million a month, right? All right, let's look at their early monetization flow and figure out what they're doing well. Hi there. Nice to meet you. My name is Dr. Revenue. All right, let's take a look at you. Looks like you're presenting symptoms of not activating your users. And also seems like you're not building enough motivation before your paywall, which is causing a low conversion rate. Don't worry. I think I've got the cure for you. So I'm going to write a prescription. It's going to be 1 dose of learning from leaders in the market, additional paywall experiments and iterations, reframing your features as benefits, and then another dose of reinforcing to your users that you can deliver value to them. No, it's not a shot. I know you're afraid of shots. So I packaged this all into an easily digestible video for you. Take it with a glass of water if you need to. Okay, so first lesson from PictureThis. People want results fast. Look at this screen. Know any plant in seconds. They communicate the value prop very clearly. In their very first onboarding screen, they talk about the core value, and they quantify the amount of time it's going to take to get to results. Think about it. Most people are probably looking at a plant and want to try to find an answer immediately to their question of, what plant am I looking at? Understand where your users are coming from and the urgency of their needs. Okay, let's keep going. All right, lesson 2, sell the benefits. Keep your plants thriving. The headline is, keep your plants thriving, and this is the benefit and is rightly the headline. Lesson 3, reassure people you can solve their problems. People during onboarding are still evaluating if this app is right for them. So keep on reinforcing and reassuring them. Social proof is usually a critical element of your app. Think about how you can add better social proof into your product. Number 1 accuracy for 6 years. Social proof in terms of the accuracy, and then backed by research from Michigan State University. This is a very common tactic, adding institutions or universities as a logo where they're earning trust or borrowing credibility from an outside institution that people trust and bring that into your own app. It's just a logo, but it brings extra credibility to your product. Lesson 5, give data on why you're better or why the app will work. So we start with emotions, and then we back it up with data and logic. People are making decisions emotionally, and once they have made this emotional decision, they're then looking to figure out, how do I justify this decision internally with facts and logic and figures that make sense to me. And so often we want to start in the onboarding flows with something that connects with people and is an emotional motivation, emotional pull, and then we can bring it back with data. See, another reference to Michigan State University, and then real numbers in terms of the accuracy and a study done by Michigan State. And so this is 1.5 times better. Great. Honestly, people just glance at this. They're not going to think too much in detail about it and just going to go, great. It's better than other apps, and this is a credible source. Whenever we can, add more social proof. People, as I mentioned before, are still evaluating during onboarding whether this product is right for them. Look at this, 100 million plant lovers. Yeah, probably you're not going to be able to get 100 million for your app, but use whatever number you can in terms of the total installs. Do you have any awards? Do you have App of the Day? Clearly they have some great awards in terms of Editor's Choice, and then they have a bunch of different testimonials they pull up here that you can see. Okay, let's check out the paywall. Lesson 7, always be testing new pricing and packaging. PictureThis as, even though they're one of the biggest apps in the world, they're never done testing and optimizing the paywall. There's always more gains here. So look at what they're doing here. They've implemented the design your trial approach. It's become popular recently, but look at this. On the annual plan up front, you get a free 7-day trial. And then if you don't want that 7-day trial, or that initial commitment is too much for you, you can pay for a 1 month for 99 cents. And really what is happening here is you're moving the choice away from should you buy an annual plan to what plan you should buy. And so it's moving the choice away from should I buy anything to what should I choose? And this is a very valuable tactic overall, implementing more choice for your users. Then we have another interactive element, remind me before the trial ends. This is another great tactic to give trust and try to reduce the percentage of people that are immediately canceling or unsubscribing from the trial after they start. A few other elements on this paywall: payments secured by Apple, always add more trust, and look at more social proof. Now, everybody talks about the trial, but not enough people are talking about the aha moment. The aha moment of really understanding the product is such a critical part. And PictureThis has an amazing flow here. They do something really cool. They actually simulate the core value moment of the app immediately after the paywall. Look at this. We prepared a plant for you. We'll pause this real quick. Then look through these screens. Instead of you actually having to go find a plant or making sure everything works, they simulate this with a kind of fake plant where you just tap and kind of build this muscle memory of how everything should work. They center the image on the plant, tap to identify. It's reinforcing the value, 400 elements in the database, and they show you the information on the plant you're going to get. And so this ensures that you experience the value with very little effort and very little friction. So if you have a plant and you're downloading this in the woods and you have a plant you're looking to identify, great. But a lot of people may not actually have, maybe sitting on a couch, they may not want to get up, or they're somewhere else where there's not a great example, and then they won't actually experience the value. They'll forget about it, and they'll never come back. Honestly, I think that they should have this experience before the paywall. Maybe they're doing some testing right now, but it seems like it makes a lot of sense that if I could really understand how everything works and kind of experience that aha moment directly, I would be even more likely to start a trial. Lesson 9, ask people to pay multiple times. One paywall isn't enough. After I X out of the onboarding paywall, they try a different approach. This is actually a really interesting approach. It's similar in the sense that they're giving users choice. If you remember, the first paywall is design your trial. Now it's pay what you want. And so they have this effect of a slider. It's not actually sliding the price up and down. Let's look at these options again. So pay what you want. The initial one is Pro, 7-day free trial, $39.99 a year. This is the same initial offer, presented a little differently. Then if I slide up to the other option here, you can see what they've got. First month, $39.99. This is the design your trial offer, where you get that first month for 99 cents, and then it converts to that same annual price. All right, let's look at what the third offer is. So we've got the Plus plan. So they actually get a discount, $24.99 a year, but you convert immediately. There's no trial. So all of these are actually great plans for them. All of these are winning offers, but it gives you another little choice, another little element. They show a discount offer they didn't have before, best value, but they still make the other offers available. And it's an interesting way for you to kind of explore and pick what's right for you. And this comparison grid makes a lot more sense because it's pretty dense with information. And so you can think that, okay, the people who didn't convert, they didn't convert for some reason. Is it the offer? Was the offer not right? Or do they need more information? And so this comparison grid actually gives you more information about all the different features and elements of the app, which could push you over the edge. And so if this first tactics on the paywall, the first selling tactics that didn't work well, now we should try something else. Likely, if you use the exact same paywall, yeah, you may convert someone. If you just show a discount, yeah, you may convert someone still. But you probably need to try a different motivational tactic and a different presentation, a different design to try to appeal to someone in a different way because the first way you tried didn't work. If you see here, we've even got one more potential paywall option. This is kind of a pop-up to start a trial. So lots of different ways to trigger these paywalls and try to drive a conversion. Again, if the first time didn't work, try again with a different approach. Don't assume that you should do the same visual, same design, same tactic over and over again and expect different results. Lesson 10, keep on adding more value for your users. This is the promise you're making to your users with a subscription app. You're continuing to add value. Why should they stay subscribed if you're not continuing to add more features? And why should they continue to pay you? So don't ever forget that to keep your users retained and to actually drive more conversions long-term, especially for freemium products, continue to add more value, continue to be releasing new features. Look at all the different things they've added, all in the same vein of identification: weed ID, allergen ID, toxic ID, tree ring ID, 360 ID, bird ID, insect ID. This will keep people using your product and keep people subscribed. This is a very valuable lesson. It's not about this initial conversion. It's about keeping people retained and keeping people subscribed to your app. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed. Please go to pricepowerpodcast.com to see all the episodes. Go to Spotify and YouTube and give us a subscribe and follow so you don't miss any episodes. All right, talk to you next time.